I am so excited to share with you guys the things that I've been absolutely loving and I've been obsessed with this month because there have been a lot of products that I've used this month that are new to me, and I'm very excited to get on here and rave about them. And so let's just get right into it, shall we? So I'm going to start with skincare. So I've actually tried a lot of new skincare this month, and I think it's because I had this regimen that I was kind of sticking with, and then my skin completely freaked out, and I had a horrible rosacea flare up. And I've had rosacea for a long time, but I honestly haven't had a flare up in a while. And I'm not really sure what triggered it, but there was hives all over my face and there was redness, and it was a whole deal. So I was really in search of things because the things that I used to use were prescription, and I just haven't really had a need for the prescription in a while, so I just don't have it on hand. And so I was on the hunt for things that would help with my rosacea that were over the counter. And I did a lot of Reddit, Google, YouTube research. These are the things I ended up loving out of what I got for my rosacea. And these things are not just for rosacea, but I would say they're just sensitive skin friendly and sensitive skin approved. So I know at this point we have all heard about our girl, hypochlorous acid. We know her and we love her at this point. I know it's been a super popular thing for the last couple of years, but this one specifically, I've tried the ones on Amazon, the Skin Smart ones, and I do like those ones, but I don't know, for some reason this one I feel like worked quicker to help soothe my skin. I don't know if that was a placebo effect or not, but so this is the Prequel Universal Skin Solution Dermal Spray, and it's 0.02% hypochlorous acid. It also has electrolyzed water and soothing mineral concentrate, and it says National Rosacea Society accepted on the bottle. So I figured I would give it a whirl. But I've been loving this stuff. They say you're not supposed to use this with vitamin C, but I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't been using actives since my flare up. And just for a couple weeks after, this month I've just tried to be super careful because I just have been scared to reintroduce those actives, to be honest. So I've been using this spray and I love it. And one of the things, so I know people do this like before and after workouts, which I do use this for that purpose as well. But one thing that I've been doing is I use my red light mask around 5 to 7 times a week, and I've been spraying this after I use my red light mask. I don't know, it just makes me feel more clean after, and then I wait a little bit to do the rest of my skincare. But I don't know why. I haven't heard anyone else do that, but I do just like using it for that purpose. So this has been one of my favorite products of the month. The second one is also kind of a rosacea specific or sensitive skin specific product. So this is the Prequel Redness Reform Soothing Serum, and it says it has soothing molecules, oat, arnica, and vitamin F. And this has been incredible for reducing redness. I feel like this is one of the only things that when I put it on, like 15 minutes later, it actually makes a pretty noticeable difference, which is kind of crazy because a lot of other redness reducing ingredients, it either has some type of coverage or it's kind of more makeup-y, but this is just purely a skincare product that helps reduce redness, and I've seen a big difference with this. So I've been also loving this product a lot from Prequel. And my last Prequel product is that I've been loving is the Urea Advanced Relief 10% Urea Moisturizing Milk. It's for your face and your body. And I did a lot of research on urea for like texture and soothing. And I've used urea, I don't know if it's urea or urea, but whatever it is. I've used it on my feet for a long time in a really high concentration for like cracked heels. And I feel like it works really well for that purpose. So I was very curious about it for a face and body moisturizer. And I know most of the urea products I do feel like are body specific. So that was interesting that this one was also could be used for your face and your body. And it also has niacinamide, shea butter. It says it has glycerin, jojoba esters. The reason I got it is because I read that urea is supposed to help with like itching and flaking, and irritated. It's supposed to help kind of restore the skin barrier. So I started using it, and I've been using it on my face and my body. And I have to tell you, it is also one of my favorite body moisturizers I've ever used. I love it on my face, and it's one of my favorite face moisturizers, but I do feel like it works equally good on the face and the body. So I've been loving this for both, and I'm really enjoying that. And then my only other body product is this lotion that's kind of a random product. My mom and stepdad go to Hawaii a lot, and my mom brought me back, oh, it smells so good. My mom brought me back this Maui Organics pineapple lotion, and this stuff is absolutely insane. It smells so good, and it's so moisturizing and wonderful. It has jojoba, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, kukui nut oil, papaya, organic green tea, aloe vera. It has a lot of really moisturizing ingredients, and the smell is just, oh, I could literally sit here and smell this all day. It's insane. And you can get it online. So the website is www.islandessence.com. And I can link that below too, because I'll definitely be repurchasing this when I run out. It's one of the best smelling lotions I've ever used in my life. So I've been loving that stuff as well. Now let's move on to the makeup, shall we? So this is makeup that has all been new to me in April, that I've been using on a very regular basis and absolutely loving. I have a couple of lip products that are on here, and this first one is the Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. And this stuff is so good as an overnight mask. I really don't love the Laneige one. I have it and I love the smell. It's just a little too sticky for me. This is very smooth and not sticky, and it does have a little bit of that minty, fresh feeling. It doesn't burn or anything, but I love that feeling, so I really like it for that. But it is just very moisturizing, and I actually wake up with hydrated lips, which I feel like most of the other masks just don't really manage to do for me that well. So I really do love it for that purpose. And my next lip product is this Revlon lipstick in the color Primrose. It's number 668 of the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick. I love this color. It's just the perfect springy pink color. I tried to have ChatGPT do my color analysis, and who knows how accurate that really is. I know you really have to go get a color analysis done professionally to really be sure, but I just thought it'd be fun to see if ChatGPT could tell. And ChatGPT said that I was a cool summer, which, thinking about those colors and looking into it, I do feel like those are the colors that look best on me. So it could be accurate, but who knows? ChatGPT recommended this as one of the lipsticks that looks best for cool summer palette people, and so I tried it and I love it. Like, it's just, and it's super like soft and creamy. I don't have a mirror right now, so but it's just like this perfect pink, and I just love it. It's going to be a staple lipstick in my collection now for sure. Last lip product is the Merit Signature Lip Sheer Lip Liner. This type of lip liner, I know is kind of controversial because it doesn't really stay, it doesn't have the best staying power. It's kind of like the Rhode lip shape, which I'm really dying to try, and I'm really considering placing an order for that because I really want to try it and just see, because I'm not really one that cares about the long lasting of it. I really like that blurred lip kind of sheer effect. So I do end up liking products like this, and it has been new to me this month, and it's one of my favorites that I've had. So, okay, now the only eye product I have on here is this baby that I am utterly obsessed with. It is a K-Beauty eyeshadow palette. It's the Clio Cosmetics Lavender Staff number 07 palette. And this is also, I feel like, a really good palette for that kind of cool summer vibe, that cool summer color palette vibe. And I'm actually wearing a look on my eyes right now from this palette. I really love this palette a lot. I think it is so beautiful. It's like the perfect amount of pigmentation. It's not too much. It's not too sheer. They build really well. They're very blendable. Like, I love the Clio eyeshadow formulas. And I have the Latte Senior palette of this too, and it's a lot warmer. And I just don't love, I mean, the formula is amazing, and I do love that for a warm look. I don't gravitate towards a warm look as much on a daily basis. So this, once I added this one into my collection, it's definitely taken over. And I'm just loving it. It's been beautiful, and I really enjoy that formula. Okay, now let's move on to kind of more like base-ish products, but these three are new to me this month. And the first one is the Violet FR Bisou Matte Cream Blush in the shade Louise. And this is like kind of like a perfect blush color for me. It's just like that perfect neutrally pink, and I just think it's the prettiest color. It's the best formula. It glides on so well. I don't know if you can see that color, but it's so beautiful, and I've been super enjoying it this month. I use it constantly, and I really think this product in particular definitely lives up to the hype. And the next one is the e.l.f. bronzer and contour, the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour. I bought this because I was planning on doing a drugstore video. I'm trying to build up more of a drugstore collection because most of the makeup I do have, I just tend to gravitate more towards like makeup that you can get at Sephora because I have one close to me, and I just like a lot of the brands there, so I do gravitate towards that a little more. But I'm trying to get more products from the drugstore just to test out, and so I've been testing this out, and it's also what I wore to like bronze and contour today, and I really have been loving it. It's very blendable. A lot of people compare it to the Rare Beauty one, which I still need to try, but this is the fair colors. This is the lightest color. It's definitely on me it is very cool tone, and definitely shows up as more of like a true contour, but I mean, has a little bit of warmth to it, where it's like you kind of use that as like a bronzer color. It's not all the way cool, but it's definitely cool enough in my mind. So loving that this month. And then the next one is this Haus Labs Bio Radiant Glassy Highlighter Balm, and I've been loving this stuff. This highlight is definitely one of my favorite highlights, and I didn't expect to love it as much as I do. And I don't know if you'll be able to kind of see, just because of the lighting, you kind of need to be in natural light a little bit to see a product like that show up more, but I've just been loving this a lot and using it every single day, and it's definitely a great addition to my collection. And then my last makeup product is, I have been using this every single day since I got it, and it's the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. This is a tubing mascara. Before, I was using the Tarte tubing mascara, and then I used the e.l.f. one, and I do like both of those, and I don't have problems with those, but this one for some reason is just feels a lot more luxe, and I definitely feel like it gives a little more volume than the other ones, even though tubing mascaras I do feel like tend to work more on length than they do in volume. They're not the best for volume, but just in general, but I do love that one a lot. I've been loving it. This is kind of a wellness type product that I've been loving. This is the Moon Juice Magnesium Blue Lemon Calm. So it's for relaxation and sleep, and you put in a teaspoon into like water or juice or whatever beverage you want when you're getting ready to go to bed. And I tell you what, I have the worst insomnia sometimes. It gets so bad, and I don't know why. I just cannot sleep. I'm up until like 3, 4 in the morning just staring at the wall, and I just have the hardest time falling asleep. I always have. Most people in my family are like that. And this stuff really helps just calm. I get like really restless legs at night too. And this stuff just really has been helping a ton with, like, I've gone through a good majority of the bottle. It smells kind of weird, so I don't know why I thought that would smell good, but I was wrong. It's not to be smelled, but it actually tastes pretty good. do have the berry one, and I think the berry one might actually even be my favorite flavor, but I'm trying to kind of go make my way through this one before I really crack into the berry. So, but both of those flavors are good, and I think they might even have another flavor. So that's kind of a supplement I've been loving and using constantly. And then I actually have a book that I have really been thinking a lot about this month in particular. And that book is The Four Agreements. So this is not that book. This is kind of going to be my book for May that I'm really going to focus on of him, but it's the same author. And I don't know where my copy of The Four Agreements went as of like yesterday. Literally, I've been looking at it everywhere and bringing it everywhere with me, so that's probably why. But these books are based on Toltec wisdom, and the author of this, Don Miguel Ruiz Jr., he has written a ton of books, and so I kind of want to make my way in the next few months through all of his books that he's written. But The Four Agreements is one that's particularly special to me. I read it when I was younger, and I've just been revisiting it, and I have really this year been working a lot on self-improvement, but in a different way than I've ever done before, because in the past I would be focused on self-improvement and I would try to make my way through a lot of different self-improvement books, but I wouldn't really spend the time with the material. I wouldn't really think about how to implement those practices into my life or how to change my life based on what I was reading and learning. It would kind of just be that I was very connected and emotional, with the content as I was reading it, but then I would immediately sort of forget. And I wasn't interacting with it in a way that was really letting me integrate it into my life. And that's kind of a big theme for my life this year, is a lot of the things that I know up to this point, a lot of the things that I have known and that I have, believed, I want to really focus this year on integrating and actually finding ways to make them a part of the way I live my life day to day, moment to moment. All that to say, the four agreements are, the first one is to be impeccable with your word. The second one is to not take anything personally. The third one is to not make assumptions. And the fourth one is to always do your best. And I've really been spending time with those concepts this month and trying to truly think about those things as I go through my days and as I make decisions. And so that is something that I've been loving. And if you haven't read that book, I highly recommend reading it. And if you have read, I'd love to hear what you took from it in the comments, or just how you integrate those lessons into your everyday life. Because I think the biggest one that I've struggled with is not taking things personally. I've been such a people pleaser for a lot of my life, and so I've really struggled to not take other people's emotions personally, or if someone's having a bad day, or if I can't fix something for someone, I really struggle not to take things personally. So that's something that I'm really learning to work on this year. And also, being impeccable with your word. I think that has a lot to do with just, I believe in karma and things coming back around. So when you're not careful with your words and your actions, then I do think that comes back around to bite us. So it's something I've been thinking about, is how to have integrity, how to really be impeccable with your word and not take things personally. And then I'm also sitting with those other ones, not making assumptions and always doing my best. That's really been kind of the lesson that I've been sitting with this month and enjoying thinking about, and it's helping a lot with how I make decisions. So anyways, those are all of my April favorites, and I would love to hear if there's anything that you guys have been loving in the comments. I love to watch these videos, to hear what people are loving, to hear what people are using, to hear what people are learning. It's one of my favorite things. So I just thought I would share with you what I've been loving and learning. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, and hopefully we can spend some more time together in the future. Have a beautiful week.